We're here today at Big Bucks where they do everything big. They believe go big or go home. They've got big food, big beer, big signs, big landmarks. Hey, let's go behind the taps. We're gonna go meet with Doug and Sam, the brewers at Big Bucks, and find out what's special about Big Bucks in Gaylord, Michigan. Come follow me. So we're here today with Doug and Sam, brewers at Big Bucks Brewery. And I want to thank you guys for spending some time with us today at Brewery Tour Channel and allowing us to go behind the taps to find out what's unique about Big Buck. And we're here in your production facility, and this place is just gorgeous. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, the brewery itself was, they started building it in 1993. The doors opened in 1995. Basically everything was brand new at that point in time. All German style craftsmanship brewery. A lot of modern day breweries you'll see now won't even have the three vessels. It'll just have, those first two will be mixed together in one, and then you got the boil kettle next to it. But this is nice tradition German style, and we like it for what it is. It's a beautiful system.
It's gorgeous, and I noticed the glass work behind here. I mean, that's very unique, and it throws so much light in here. Can you tell me about that?
Oh yeah, well you gotta have crosshairs in a place called Big Bucks. So, what they did with the window is they actually crafted it to where twice a year the sunlight beats on that, and it creates the shadow on a neon light that has a Big Buck cutout in the dining room. It's way up there at the peak of the roof. But twice a year, basically, from the sun glaring through there, the shadow will actually oversight right on to the Big Buck. So
wow, that's gorgeous.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's gorgeous. It's beautiful, and your whole inside is just the dining room area is just gorgeous. How about we go take a look at the bar and check out the inside? Sound good?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So Doug, this place is beautiful. Some of the woodwork in here is just amazing. I mean, look at this bar. Tell me a little bit about the bar and some of the woodwork here.
Yeah, the bar and the woodwork and all the carvings around the building are done by a local man named Glenn McClune. So this is all solid mahogany around the entire bar. And there's beavers, there's ducks, there's frogs, squirrels. He did the artwork for the original logo over there. And if you look at up higher, you'll see an eagle and an eagle's nest. And those were all done by him as well. The bears in the front are also his carvings. It's just, he's a really amazing artist. Also the giant beer bottle outside, he did all the painting and artwork on that. It was really important to bring back some of the original local vibe of this place when it was reopened. And that was one of the priorities of Sean and Kathy, the owners, to make this place really pop nicely and have a local feel to it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I said, I was looking at this, and clearly you've got a go big or go home theme here, right? I mean, it's you get big when you come to Big Bucks. All right, Doug, this is awesome flight. I love this antler setup here. So take me through. We got 6 beers here. Kind of take me through. What's the first one we're going to try?
All right, so first off, this is called a rack of beer. These are actual antler sheds from a local game ranch. So, and we have them from varying sizes, but it's a cool little unique way that you can only, Big Buck does everything outdoors. This is a Big Buck rack. Our first beer we're going to talk about is actually our bestseller in-house locally. It's our Buck Naked Blonde Ale. It's
I love that name.
It's a 3.9% blonde ale, very low on the hop characters. It's a very good entry-level beer for people that are macro drinkers that want to try craft beer. Really light, refreshing.
Oh, that's crisp.
Super low, very clean. It's available in cans. It's out in the market too. But in-house, it's probably the best seller by 2 to 3 times the next closest beer.
Wow, that's good. I can see why it's a good seller for you.
Oh yeah. And it's also the nice thing about it, it's because it's under 4%, you can have a few and not worry about it versus, you go a place that's 7%, 8%, and you can only have one beer before you kind of got to question whether you can drive or not.
Yeah. Make sure you get buck naked at Big Bucks.
Lots of shirts for that.
I love it. What do we have next, Doug?
Okay, and our next one is actually my favorite beer.
All right.
This is our German Hefeweizen. It's called Alpenfest, and it's actually a beer we usually make towards the summertime. Really refreshing, 3 different kinds of wheat malts, a little bit of extra stuff I throw in there for surprise, but it's German hops, very refreshing. It's the one I like for my shift beer.
There you go. It's a very German style beer. That's very good.
It's got a nice little lemony character. The esters and yeast character is not too overpowering, so it's not going to be like a banana bomb. So it's just a nice, refreshing, light German wheat beer.
I'm actually heading to Oktoberfest this year, so
Nice.
I'll see if there's anything that compares as good as this. This is awesome. I can see why that's your favorite. That's good.
All right, the next
What
one.
else?
The next one we have is called Kayak Attack, and this is probably this one right here. It's one of our best-selling summer beers and one of our top 3 sellers year-round. It's a honey kolsch made with guava and grapefruit puree. We also use El Dorado hops in it, so it's got a nice little sweet kind of fruity character. It's basically how I describe to people is if you're working out in your yard on a hot day, it's about the perfect beer for after being out in your yard all day, sweating, and it's just so refreshing and crisp.
Good. That's crisp.
Yeah.
Very crisp.
And that one's also available in cans and throughout different parts of the state in distribution. Very good, refreshing beer.
What's next?
All right, our next one is our Michigan Sunrise, which is our IPA we make with only Michigan-grown hops. We did this beer with My Local Farms, which is the big hop farm outside of Traverse City in Williamsburg, and we actually use 4 different kind of hops from them. It's definitely a throwback to the American traditional IPAs versus like the hazies or the West Coast. It's a very good entry-level IPA. It's about 5.5% and 60 IBUs. So it's not, if you're a big hophead, it's not quite as hoppy as that, but it's definitely for people that want to try IPAs and not get blown out by the hop and bitterness.
It's still full on the nose. It's very, very refreshing. Very nice. Wow. Those are good ones so far. What we got now, we're getting to the darks.
All right.
These are the ones I kind of partial to.
All right, this next one right here is
Yeah.
our new American brown ale that we made recently. It's called System of a Brown.
Okay.
And for those who are familiar with music, System of a Down is a really popular kind of band, and me and Sam, the other brewer, listen to a lot of music when we are in the brewery. And so this is our kind of tribute to the band. It's an American brown. We have some oats in there. It's got a little bit of coffee notes to it, chocolate notes, biscuit, touch of woody maybe. And it's about 5.5% and about 35 IBUs, so definitely a more malt focused than hoppy brown. But the body is medium light, so it's not going to fill you up with your meal.
The lightness of that surprises me. It's got the flavor, but it's still crisp. Very, very good. That's a winner. I like that. It's very good. All right, what's the last one here?
All right, the last one here is our Midnight Velvet. It is our milk stout that we actually serve here on Nitro, but it is available as a normal carbonation in cans and other products elsewhere. It's about a 5%. It's more heavy, so it's got that creamy Nitro pour, but it's also got lactose, which helps with it. It's got malted oats, with help with the creaminess. Good chocolate notes, coffee notes. It's definitely a very popular one for the people that are just getting into craft beer because it's not so assertive on astringency from smoked malts or roasted malts, and it's not too heavy or high alcohol where it scares them away.
Yeah, you can taste that creaminess on it from the Nitro. It's very smooth, and that chocolate and coffee are just, those undertones are amazing. That is very good. Fantastic beers. I really thought the Black Velvet would be the Brewery Tour choice of the day, but I'm going to go with the Systems of Brown as the thumbs up for the Brewery Tour Channel beer of the day. Must try it. Give it a try. This is a winter beer. It gets the Brewery Tour Bree. Let's do it over.